Hi, Mark. Here it's Monday, December the 22nd, going on 8 a.m. Eastern. That's going on 1 p.m. GMT. US session about to get underway. Let's have a look at the US dollar index. Gap down to start the week and being sold off right now going into the US session. I've got resistance at 98.33. I've got support at 98.05. We'll see if sellers do continue this push lower through the US session and whether the support level gets tested, and sellers will be looking for a test break below the 98 level. S&P 500. Here we've got a gap higher to start the new week, significant gap higher. I've got support at 6,898. I've got resistance at 6,915. Buyers were looking for that 6,900 level, sitting just above that level now. We'll see whether that can be maintained now that the US session is underway. And once Wall Street opens up, that's in an hour and a half, buyers will continue to look higher. We have the traditional center rally, and going back and looking over the past 20 years, since 2005, the average weekly gains are 0.65% during these 2 weeks. So we'll see whether buyers can maintain and continue what they've started with this week, and if prices can go higher, demand for the S&P 500, or if sellers do step in. Bear in mind that the S&P is already showing gains of 16% for the year, so certainly looking bullish, the S&P, for one more, perhaps one more push higher. Then again, we have to take into account there could be some profit taken after a bullish year with the type of gains that we've seen. So all in all, let's be cautious out there in this week where the markets, there will be illiquidity, meaning the moves could be sharp in either direction. But off to a positive start in the S&P this morning. Let's have a look at gold. And that's a real positive start to the shortened Christmas trading week. I've got support at 4,356 and resistance at a new record high, 4,420. Gold off to a strong start, broke above the previous all-time record high from October. We'll see whether that can be maintained, and if buyers continue to make new highs and add to what they've already done so far during the Asian and European session, or if sellers do step in, some profit taking, and look back down below the 4,400 level. But certainly gold off to a strong start this week and this morning. Let's have a look at Brent oil. We had that strong sell-off last week. And then towards the end of the week, there was a bounce up. Buyers did step in and hung around that $60 level to start the new week, a gap higher. And I've got support at $60.44 and already resistance at $61.33. So demand for oil, some geopolitical tension, I think, has added to the demand. We'll see if buyers can add to these gains and push even higher and look up to the $62 level, or if sellers do step in and look again below, or look to retest that $60 level on the downside. But certainly last week's fight back and stabilization from the big sell-off has been added to start the week, and buyers in control at the start of the US session. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Also looking strong after hanging around that 85,000 level towards the end of last week. Buyers have stepped in, and I've got support at 87.8 thousand, and I've got resistance already at 90.5 thousand. Higher than we saw last week. We'll see if buyers can maintain or sellers do step in. We did see that a few times last week. After an early start, you see the wicks left behind. So far today, buyers in control, looking up at that over 90,000, which at one time did look a pivotal level. We'll see if buyers can maintain and look up at this 92, 93, 94,000 on the upside, or if sellers do step in again and look back down at the 87 or 85,000 level on the downside. Good trading. Keep that discipline. I'll see you at the end of today's session.